Welcome back to our channel. Today, we'll be discussing an important breakthrough in disease prevention, the cholera vaccine. Cholera is a highly contagious and potentially deadly disease that affects millions of people around the world. But thanks to researchers and scientists, we now have a powerful tool to combat it, the cholera vaccine. Let's dive in. What is cholera? Cholera is a highly contagious and potentially life-threatening bacterial infection caused by the bacterium Vibrio cholerae. It primarily spreads through contaminated water and food, leading to severe diarrhea and dehydration. Cholera outbreaks are often associated with regions that lack proper sanitation and access to clean drinking water. Prompt treatment with oral rehydration therapy and antibiotics is crucial to prevent complications and reduce the risk of death. Vaccination also plays a crucial role in providing protection against cholera. What is cholera vaccine? The cholera vaccine is a preventive measure that helps protect individuals from the bacterial infection called cholera. There are two main types of cholera vaccines, the oral vaccine and the injectable vaccine. The oral cholera vaccine, also known as the Live-Attenuated vaccine, is taken by mouth. It contains live weakened strains of the cholera bacteria, which stimulate the immune system to produce a protective response. This response helps the body fight off the actual cholera infection if exposed to it in the future. The injectable cholera vaccine, on the other hand, is an inactivated vaccine. It contains killed or inactivated cholera bacteria. When injected into the body, it stimulates the immune system to produce antibodies against the bacteria. These antibodies provide protection if an individual comes into contact with the live cholera bacteria in future. How cholera vaccine is manufactured. The manufacturing process of the cholera vaccine varies depending on the type of vaccine being produced, either the oral or injectable vaccine. Here is a general overview of the manufacturing processes for both types. Production of oral cholera vaccine, live-attenuated vaccine. The process starts by obtaining a strain of Vibrio cholerae bacteria that can be safely weakened or attenuated. This strain is then cultured and grown in a laboratory under controlled conditions. Weakening, attenuating the bacteria. The cultured bacteria are subjected to specific methods such as heat or repeated subculturing or genetic modification to weaken bacterial virulence while maintaining their ability to stimulate an immune response. Formulation. The weakened bacteria are mixed with stabilizers, preservatives, and other components to create a vaccine formulation that can be administered orally. Quality control testing. Throughout the manufacturing process, the vaccine undergoes rigorous quality control testing to ensure its safety, purity, and potency. This includes tests for sterility, identity, purity, and stability, among others, conducted in accordance with regulatory guidelines. Packaging and distribution. The vaccine is filled into appropriate vials and packaged for distribution. Cold chain storage and transportation are maintained to ensure vaccine stability. Production of injectable cholera vaccine, inactivated vaccine. The process begins by growing a virulent strain of Vibrio cholerae in large quantities in bioreactors in controlled environment. The bacteria are then inactivated using methods such as heat or chemical treatment to kill bacteria and render them non-infectious while retaining their antigenic properties. Purification and formulation. The inactivated bacteria are purified to remove unwanted components and impurities. The remaining antigenic components are concentrated and formulated into a vaccine. Adjuvants, stabilizers and preservatives are also included to maintain the vaccine's effectiveness and shelf life. Quality control testing. Throughout the manufacturing process, the vaccine undergoes rigorous quality control testing to ensure its safety, purity, and potency. This includes tests for sterility, identity, purity, and stability, among others, conducted in accordance with regulatory guidelines. Filling and packaging. The vaccine is filled into sterile vials or syringes under controlled conditions. It is then appropriately labeled and packaged for distribution, with adherence to cold chain requirements. It's important to note that the manufacturing processes may involve additional steps and quality control measures specific to each vaccine manufacturer. Strict regulatory guidelines and oversight are followed to ensure the safety, efficacy, and quality of the cholera vaccine before it is made available for use. How cholera vaccine work? The cholera vaccine works by stimulating the body's immune system to recognize and mount a protective response against the Vibrio cholerae bacterium, which causes cholera. There are two main types of cholera vaccines, the oral vaccine and the injectable vaccine. Oral cholera vaccine, live-attenuated vaccine. The oral cholera vaccine contains weakened, live strains of Vibrio cholerae bacteria. When the vaccine is given orally, the weakened bacteria travel to the intestines. In the intestines, the weakened bacteria replicate, triggering an immune response. This immune response includes the production of specific antibodies and the activation of immune cells. The antibodies and immune cells target the cholera bacteria, neutralizing and eliminating them. The immune response also creates memory cells that remember the bacterium, providing long-term protection against future exposure to the live cholera bacteria. Injectable cholera vaccine. Inactivated vaccine. The injectable cholera vaccine contains killed or inactivated Vibrio cholerae bacteria. When the vaccine is injected into the body, the inactivated bacteria are recognized by the immune system as foreign. This recognition triggers an immune response, including the production of antibodies and the activation of immune cells. The antibodies bind to the cholera bacteria, preventing them from infecting cells and causing illness. The immune cells also participate in the immune response, helping to clear the bacteria from the body. Similar to the oral vaccine, memory cells are generated, providing long-lasting immunity against future exposure to live cholera bacteria. Vaccination not only protects the vaccinated individual but also contributes to the overall control and prevention of cholera outbreaks in communities. It is important to note that the cholera vaccine does not provide 100% protection, and adherence to proper hygiene practices, such as clean water and sanitation, remains crucial in preventing the transmission of cholera. Who require cholera vaccination? The requirement for cholera vaccination can vary depending on various factors such as individual risk, travel plans, and local health guidelines. Here are some common groups or situations where cholera vaccination may be recommended or required. Travelers to cholera endemic areas. Travelers visiting regions or countries with known or recent history of cholera outbreaks may be advised to receive cholera vaccination. This is especially relevant if traveling to areas with inadequate sanitation and limited access to clean water. Aid workers and humanitarian personnel. Individuals working in disaster or humanitarian settings, where there is a higher risk of cholera outbreaks due to poor sanitation and infrastructure, may be recommended to receive cholera vaccination as a preventive measure. Military personnel. Military personnel deployed to regions with a high risk of cholera may be required to receive cholera vaccination as part of their deployment preparations. Laboratory and healthcare workers. Healthcare workers and laboratory personnel who are at an increased risk of exposure to cholera patients or handling cholera samples may be recommended to receive cholera vaccination for their own protection. Outbreak response teams. Healthcare professionals or emergency response teams participating in the management and control of cholera outbreaks may be advised to receive cholera vaccination to protect themselves and prevent further transmission. It's important to consult with a healthcare provider or travel medicine specialist who can assess individual risk factors, specific travel plans, and provide personalized recommendations regarding cholera vaccination. Is there any AEFI associated with cholera vaccination? Adverse events following immunization, AEFI, are possible side effects or reactions that can occur after receiving a vaccine. While the cholera vaccine is generally safe, like any medical intervention, it can have potential AEFI. Here are some of the known AEFI associated with cholera vaccination. Gastrointestinal symptoms. The oral cholera vaccine may cause mild gastrointestinal symptoms such as abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. These symptoms are usually self-limiting and resolve within a few days. Allergic reactions. Allergic reactions to the cholera vaccine are rare but possible. This can include hives, itching, swelling, difficulty breathing, or anaphylaxis. Immediate medical attention should be sought if any severe allergic reaction is suspected. Injection site reactions. The injectable cholera vaccine may cause local reactions at the injection site, including pain, redness, swelling, or tenderness. These reactions are typically mild and transient. Systemic reactions. Some individuals may experience mild systemic reactions such as fever, headache, fatigue, muscle aches, or general malaise. These reactions are usually self-limiting and resolve within a few days. It's important to note that the occurrence of AEFI can vary from person to person, and most AEFI associated with the cholera vaccine are mild and temporary. Serious or severe reactions are extremely rare. If you experience any unexpected or concerning symptoms after receiving the cholera vaccine, it is recommended to seek medical attention and report the reaction to the healthcare provider. Conclusion. To sum it up, the cholera vaccine is a powerful tool in preventing the spread of this deadly disease. It stimulates the immune system to produce a protective response against cholera bacteria, reducing the severity of the infection and preventing complications. Vaccination campaigns are essential for reaching at-risk communities and ensuring a healthier future for everyone. Remember, vaccination is a crucial step in safeguarding our health and preventing the spread of infectious diseases. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more engaging content. Stay safe, and see you next time.